Welcome back to High Stakes. Elevate your game by subscribing to our channel so you never miss our daily content. For exclusive access to our premium betting picks, join our Patreon. Find the link in the comments section below. Stay ahead with High Stakes. We're diving into the Rangers versus Athletics matchup, and I'm about to break down why Texas is primed to take care of business at home. Let's get into it. Alright, let's keep it real. 2024 hasn't exactly been the Rangers' year, but don't sleep on them just yet. They've got the more talented roster, and the pitching matchup in this one? It's not even close. Joey Estes on the road? Man's been struggling, going 2-5 with a 7.17 ERA in 10 games. But Cody Bradford? My guy's been lights out at home, 3-1 with a 2.75 ERA and a 0.83 WHIP in 36 innings over 6 starts. The Rangers have been holding it down at home too, ranking 4th in the league with a 3.50 team ERA. Meanwhile, the A's? They're sitting near the bottom with a 4.82 ERA on the road. Big difference. So, what's the play here? Easy, take the Rangers to win at home. They're looking to force a rubber matchup on Sunday, and with the way these pitchers stack up, it's hard to see Oakland pulling off the upset. Now, you might think these teams are all about scoring runs, but that's not the vibe right now. The A's are putting up just 4.31 runs over their last 13 games, and the Rangers? They're struggling too, averaging just 3 runs in their last 13. Neither of these offenses is lighting it up. But here's the thing, both Estes and Bradford have been solid lately. Estes has a 2.84 ERA and a 1.00 WHIP over his last 7 starts, and Bradford's right there with him, posting a 3.72 ERA and a 1.10 WHIP in his last 7. So what's that mean? It means we're looking at a low-scoring game. All signs point to the under 8.5 runs being the smarter play here. That's the breakdown, folks. Roll with the Rangers to get it done at home, and don't sleep on that under. If you're feeling the picks, smash that like button, subscribe for more, and drop your thoughts in the comments. We're diving into why the Mets are about to handle business against the White Sox. Let's break it down. First off, I didn't need much convincing to roll with the Mets, but Jose Quintana's last start sealed the deal for me. The White Sox? They've been a disaster all year, and it's been rough if you've been banking on them. New York's got the edge, winning 7 of their last 10 against Chicago. The Sox are barely scraping by, averaging just over 3 runs a game, hardly a threat to a Mets squad that's loaded with hitters like Alonso, Linder, Nimmo, Martinez, and Marte. The Mets are in playoff mode, and with that momentum and urgency, I'm confident they'll cover the minus 1.5 spread with ease. Now, let's talk totals. This one's all about trusting Quintana to keep things tight against a White Sox lineup that struggles to score. These teams have hit the under in 8 of their last 10 meetings, and with Davis not being completely awful, I'm not expecting a high-scoring game. I'm thinking the White Sox might scrape together 3 runs, but I don't see the Mets blowing this one open. Even with shaky bullpens on both sides, the game should be out of reach by the time they take over. Oh, and here's a fun fact for you hardcore bettors. Did you know the White Sox have the best ERA in the 6th inning in all of baseball? Yeah, wild, right? So if you're into betting every inning, maybe keep an eye on that one. So there you have it, Mets to cover the minus 1.5 and take the under 9 runs. Now we're breaking down the matchup between the Twins and Blue Jays. Let's see where the money's at. The Twins are clinging to that playoff spot, but they've hit some bumps lately. However, Saturday could be their perfect bounce-back game. Why? Jose Berrios, man. He's been shaky away from the Rogers Center, and that's something Minnesota's offense can and should exploit. Plus, the Blue Jays bullpen? Straight-up liability. The Twins are solid at home, sitting at 31-23 as a home favorite, while Toronto is struggling as a road underdog at 21-30. All signs point to Minnesota taking this one, so my pick is the Twins on the money line. Now, let's talk totals. This game is looking like it could get wild. Both offenses can light up the scoreboard, and with Berrios' road struggles combined with those shaky bullpens, runs are going to come late in this one. The Jays are 72-61-3 in hitting the over this season, while the Twins aren't far behind at 68-61-4. With all that in mind, I'm liking the over to cash in this matchup. So there it is, folks, Twins on the money line and the over. Now we have Game 3 of the Braves-Phillies series today, and trust me, it's going to be a battle on the mound. Let's start with Max Fried, the lefty ace for Atlanta. Fried's coming off a solid outing where he gave up just one earned run over 5 innings, bagging a win against Minnesota. On August 21st, he held his own against the Phillies, going 7 strong innings with only 2 runs allowed. He's been getting better since returning from that forearm injury earlier this month, and now he's back to form. Up against a strong Phillies lineup, Fried knows what he's dealing with, and I'm banking on him to outduel Zach Wheeler in this one. I'm calling it a low-scoring, gritty 3-1 win for the Braves. So, my team pick is the Atlanta moneyline. With Fried on the mound, I like the Braves to seal the deal. Now, let's talk totals. The Phillies took Game 1 with a clutch 5-4 win, thanks to a late bomb from Nick Castellanos. But here's the thing, this matchup is all about pitching. With Fried and Wheeler throwing heat, don't expect the runs to pile up like in Game 1. Plus, Alec Bohm left the game early with a hand injury, which is a blow to Phillies' offense. The under has hit in 7 of Atlanta's last 8 against NL teams, and I see that trend continuing. This one's got low-scoring affair written all over it. So, to recap, I'm rolling with the Braves on the money line and the under in what should be a tight, low-scoring game. We got ourselves an intriguing matchup between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Cincinnati Reds, so let's dive right into it. First off, let's talk about dominance. The Brewers have been owning it lately, while the Reds, well, they're just trying to keep their heads above water. Now, we don't really know what to expect from David Buchanan in his first MLB game in 8 years. It's a wild card, and that unpredictability could be dangerous. But, on the flip side, we absolutely know what Frankie Montas is bringing to the table. In August, this dude's been solid, 2-1 with a 3.33 ERA, holding batters to a .216 average over 27 innings in 5 starts. You can't ask for much more consistency than that. Now, let's talk bullpens, because that's where the game can be won or lost. The Brewers' bullpen? Straight fire, sitting at second in the lead with a 3.32 ERA. Meanwhile, the Reds' bullpen is chilling at 15th with a 3.94 ERA, not terrible, but definitely not on the Brewers' level. All things considered, I'm riding with the Milwaukee Brewers to take this one. They've been too strong lately, and the Reds just aren't showing enough to convince me otherwise. Alright, let's talk totals. If you watched the first 2 games of this series, you know runs were flowing like water, 23 total runs in Friday's doubleheader. The pitchers are gassed after getting 18 innings worth of outs, so I wouldn't expect a defensive masterclass in this game. In their last 7 games, the Brewers have been averaging a crazy 6.57 runs per game, and the Reds aren't too far behind, putting up 5.29 runs per game. With sluggers like Elly De La Cruz ready to knock it out of the park or swipe a base, and the Brewers being one of the best defensive teams in the league, I'm feeling pretty confident about this one going over 9 runs. So, there you have it, take the Brewers for the win, and go with the over 9 runs in what should be a high-scoring showdown. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe for more picks, and let's cash these tickets together. Peace.